the biggest thing about getting pushed into this direction of the digital world is uh, I've always been kind of a techno nerd, and when my dad first came home in the '90s with this drawing pad that was supposed to work with AutoCAD, and you could draw with this cool pad, it didn't work. It sucked. It was very frustrating, and you had to program the buttons for whatever program you were using, and it was very frustrating. And eventually, I just gave up on computers altogether um, for a long time. And when I got my iPad and I found Sketchbook Pro, that's what really launched everything. And eventually, I went from the Sketchbook Pro to a Bamboo to an Intuos, and then finally made the jump to the 24 HD Cintiq. But I guess some of the things that I think about um, is the feeling of always being under the gun, that my job's always in jeopardy, that there's always someone who's going to tattoo better than me, and what am I doing to prepare myself against that? And I don't really feel like just making fun of them or saying, well, at least I do it this way, and back in the day he would have never matched up or whatever. I mean, the bottom line is right now there's a kid who's probably 15 or 16 years old who's watching some TV shows about tattooing, who's got some older friends that have tattoos, and he's drawing his ass off every day, and he is starting his artistic career um, with technology, um, and he's going to come out of the gate running. And I would like to use the time I have now between from when he turns 16 to when he turns 21 and gets his apprenticeship or however old, whatever the 4 or 5 years that I have to get a jump on him. I would like to make sure that he's coming to me and asking questions, and I'm not going to him to ask questions. you know, um, it's kind of crazy. Like the one thing that we really had, or that I really had over younger tattoo artists in the beginning, was that I had information and they didn't. And it was really the only tool or leverage that kept me kind of in the front, really. And with the breakthrough of internet and the ability to spread information, of course, your first reaction is going to be one of negativity, like, you know, it's just not fair. How they can learn everything they want on the internet and blah blah blah, whatever. So you can do that, and you can sit there and complain about it, and you can keep using kind of the old rules and try to see how they apply to this new way of doing things. Or you can go, wow, shit, man, time has changed, and I've got to fucking get to getting. You can't deny it anymore that uh, everything's different, um, and that the people who tattoo now and have only been tattooing for 4 or 5 years are fucking killing it. And they're good, and it's intimidating. And if you take the approach of like uh, just going, well, of course they are. They have the internet and good machines, and they get to pre-make their needles, and they get to buy their ink, and I'd be that good too if I had everything handed to me. And it's like, well, yeah, I guess that's true, but complaining about it doesn't keep you in the race. I mean, I've been under the gun, or felt under the gun tattooing for quite a long time now because of this push. And so I guess it's just like, I don't know if it's like other industries where you have to you have to constantly be going, okay, that's good. I'm glad I finished this. Now on to the next, and what can I improve on the next jump? Um, there's a saying that I really like, and it says, when you're in competition with everyone else, you get bitter, and when you're in competition with yourself, you get better. And so I guess when it's like when you're really thinking about it, and you see the newer guys on the scene, um, there's this like weird. You've got to almost ignore them and buckle down and just put your head down and sprint to the finish, or whatever analogy you want to use. But I guess what I'm saying is that if you keep staring at everyone who's just killing it and trying to poke holes in their game the whole time, you're not looking down at what you're up to. Put your head down and work. You can't show up and just complain that if I would have had his shortcuts, I'd probably be good too.